One of the things I see a lot in mentoring in QLA is procrastination, and that applies to everyone. It applies to myself as well, and it's something that I just constantly have to keep in the front of my mind. Especially when you're young, you think you have all the time in the world. And as time goes on, you find that things you could have and should have done yesterday, you push off until sometime in the future. And that certainly does a lot of things to you. One, it stops your momentum, obviously, and your progress. But the other thing is that process where you procrastinate begins to let doubt enter your mind as to whether or not you can make this work for you, which it can. That comes down to self-image, self-esteem, self-confidence, all the things we've talked about. And nothing will help your self-esteem and your self-confidence better than success along the way. One of the things that Dan talks about a lot is how to set goals. If you go onto my YouTube channel and just put in affirmations in the search bar, you'll see 3 videos on setting affirmations. Those would be helpful. Dan has always used as soon as humanly possible. And for Dan, that certainly works. If you are trying to save a kid from a burning building, everybody gets as soon as humanly possible, certainly. However, if you set as soon as humanly possible as your deadline, what does that mean for you? Does that mean today, in the next hour? Does it mean next month? Does it mean next year? So for most people, that's too general, unless it's an absolute emergency. And if it is, and you can create it that way, great. But if not, there is a difference in setting a goal between saying I'm going to accomplish that goal by next week and just set a goal without a timeline. And it's been said that a goal without a timeline is just a dream. Dreams are okay, but setting goals, setting timelines, and accomplishing them within that time frame is much, much better. So I would encourage you to take a look at your affirmations, take a look at what you want to accomplish, lay out a timeline for the steps, and remember, follow the steps. A lot of people, and I just read an email on this, go way down the path on things that they don't have to figure out now. I had a message about honorariums for board members. I suspect that this person, he might have a board, maybe, but he certainly hasn't had the professionals, and he certainly hasn't done an acquisition. You don't need to worry about that at this point. You have plenty of time to worry how you're going to cut this cake up. First, bake the cake. So again, sit down, understand the steps that you have to do, understand the order in which you have to do them, the actions you have to take, and then put a timeline on those actions and remind yourself of it. And that will keep the fire burning inside you much, much better.